Today's episode is brought to you by Mazars. SoundCartel. No one wants to be at the office or the factory or the shop floor longer than they have to. It matters that you use your time wisely each day to get done what needs to get done. But to achieve this and have some extra time to grow the business, what's the best way, really, to monitor your time? From SoundCartel, I'm Nicole Goodman, and this is Business Essentials Daily. How do you make sure that you concentrate on the task at hand without interruption? Well, it's actually all to do with the tomato timer. A what? Business coach and self-titled Time Lord Les Watson says the Pomodoro technique is a well-known time management system which breaks down activities into 25-minute chunks. But you've got to start with a plan. And as an example, he tells Chris Ashmore how he plans his own day.
I always plan the day before, and on the Sunday, I'll plan the week before. And we all know that as we go through the year, we get up to the end of the year, and we don't start on January 1 going, well, let's plan the year. We'll do that in December. So we're actually doing it from a planning perspective in the previous year to go, what's coming up? The previous quarter, what's coming up? The previous month, what's coming up? Previous week, previous day. So planning takes a huge role in seeing what's coming up on the horizon and what do I need to prep for? What's coming up so that I can do action and not end up there unprepared. So planning is a huge part of productivity.
So you say you plan your day the day before, but how do you do it, Les? Do you set out certain times or sections of the day, or how does it work for you?
There are times when I can put it down to the minute and the half hour or whatever it might be. For me, there are segments of the day that I'll do a piece in the morning, have a break, a piece in the mid-morning and then stop for lunch. And there are large chunks of the day that I'll have, but there's also opportunities for me to put it into 30-minute chunks.
And why do you do that?
Well, it just works. So when you're looking at this thing called the Pomodoro technique, so Pomodoro is 25 minutes on and 5 minutes off. And it was invented by or developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s. And it uses a timer. And the reason it uses a timer is it gives you a definite part of time called 25 minutes. So you're doing 25 minutes on, and they call them Pomodoros. And the reason they call them Pomodoros is because the timer looks like a tomato, and Pomodoro is Italian for tomato. So it's 25 minutes on and then 5 minutes break. So the 25 minutes on is doing one task for 25 minutes with no distractions. Now, I have a Pomodoro timer with me. And the thing about the Pomodoro, if I can you hear that ticking?
I can, yes.
There you go. See, the Pomodoro ticking. And some people go, well, I couldn't work with that. But it keeps people concentrating on the task, and they know that as soon as that timer goes off, they can move on to other things. So if you've ever been distracted or lost concentration, or you've had a brain fog, or you felt overwhelmed when you're doing tasks, maybe try a timer. Try the Pomodoro technique, and you can get them online. You can look it up online and go, where's a Pomodoro technique? Where's a Pomodoro timer? And you can download it, or you can just click on it, and it starts with the 25 minutes, and at the end of 25 minutes, you walk away. Why? It's all about, I've done that bit, I'm going to down tools and give my brain a rest. So you're kind of doing a reset, a real reset on, okay, I've really focused on that task for the 25 and now I'm going to walk away. And in walking away, you reset, cup of tea, go to the bathroom, come back and go, okay, what's next? Now, what if your task is longer than 25 minutes? That's okay, break it up into 25-minute chunks. Because if you break it up into 25-minute chunks, what you end up doing is do a little bit, take a break, then come back refreshed and go again. So it's all about keeping yourself refreshed. And I'm sure there are certain listeners that have been doing tasks where they've gone, I am so in it now, I don't even know what I'm doing. I can't see the wood for the trees. I'm lost. And that's because you've been at it for too long. Try using a timer. Just do 25 minutes on and then walk away. Go to the bathroom, grab a cup of tea, cup of coffee, grab a water, and then go, okay, and let's go again.
Does this work for meetings as well?
Great question. Meetings, most people tend to go an hour's meeting, and I'm going, really? Do you really need an hour? When a lot of people can get it done in 30 minutes. And if you can get it done in 30 minutes, you can set a Pomodoro timer as 25 minutes and go, that's the end of, then let's recap. So from the end of the 25, let's recap and see the actions that have come out of it and then move on. So check your meetings. But again, I want to talk to you about that in another episode, but check your meetings. Are they hours for hours' sake, or can you bring them back to 25 minutes and then see the actions that are coming out of them?
What happens, Les, as inevitably happens, there's a phone call or some interruption during your 25 minutes? Do you drop everything and answer it, or what do you do?
What you're looking at with the Pomodoro is no distractions. Is that possible? For some people in business, it's not possible. You'll either get a phone call or you'll get the door open and someone barge in. However, the key with this is to look at it as 25 minutes uninterrupted. If you get interrupted and you cannot not stop it, you go, okay, so I've been interrupted, I'm starting again. So you reset the timer for 25 minutes and you go again just for the 25 minutes. Interruptions happen. Life happens while you're busy making plans. It's just one of those things. However, you can reset, or you can do the opposite called, my door is closed, don't come anywhere near me, don't interrupt me, or turn the phone off, so you get that pure 25 minutes with no distractions and no interruptions.
And what happens if you finish well within the 25 minutes, a certain task? Is that an extra cup of coffee?
For those of us that like caffeine, yes. However, the key with the Pomodoro is 25. So what you're looking at is chunks of 25, going hard for 25. So if you've got 3 tasks in that 25, that's okay. Do 3 tasks in that 25 minutes. Or you've got 10 tasks to do in the day, then break it into 25-minute chunks where you're going hammer and tongs for 25 minutes and then having a 5-minute break. So it doesn't matter about short tasks, that's fine. Not a problem at all. But then back it up with what's the next task and go again and go again. And when the timer goes up to 25 minutes, down tools and walk away.
And those 5 minutes, they're important. It's not a time to hang out on your social media or read a report on your digital device, is it?
No, it's not. You're looking at giving your brain a rest. Can you give your brain a rest? That's why I'm saying walk away from the computer, walk away from your phone, go to the bathroom, get a water, get a coffee, get a tea, get a hot chocolate or an orange juice, whatever it might be, but really down tools. Turn the computer off, as in your brain, and go, and wind it down. Give it a chance to wind down. A lot of the times we look at social media and it winds us back up. Oh yeah, but it's relaxing. Well, part of you is relaxed and the other part of you is, where's my next hit called Who's Like This and what are my friends doing and what's the news and what's this and what's that, and we actually get wound up and we don't even know it. So my suggestion is don't go near your phone in your 5-minute break. Actually give yourself a section of the day where you go, lunchtime, I will do some social media, but give it a limit, give it 5-10 minutes, and then do what the break is supposed to be, called have a break.
That was small business coach and productivity expert Les Watson. And Les is offering 4 weeks of complimentary coaching. Just head to the link in the show notes of this episode for more information. Business Essentials Daily is a SoundCartel podcast. Executive producer is Heather Dawson. Producers are Nick Schilberger, Chris Ashmore, Jeff Waters, and myself. Technical production by Pete Letts and Belinda Trimboli. I'm Nicole Goodman. Thanks for listening. We'll bring you more Be Daily next week. SoundCartel. This episode was brought to you by Mazars. To find out more, visit mazars.com.au. That's mazars.com.au.